これ、いけるはずですよ。でも、タイトルは何にするつもりですか？まだ決めてないんだけどさ。では、スパイの家族の話なので、スパイファミリーはどうでしょうか？ほう、さすがハーフだ。でも、何か足りないな。そうなら。いや、ちょっと待って、スパイ、X ファミリーってどう？もしくは、スパイ X ファミリーだけど、X は発音せずに、つまり、スパイファミリーになるんですか？その通り！まあ、いいですけど。So it kind of makes you wonder, how is it this popular with literally everyone of all ages in every country, everywhere? And I want to answer that with a deep dive into the extreme duality that lets this story be so damn silly, despite being really, really intelligent. First of all, Anya, mostly because she's realistic. I cannot overstate how big of a deal this is because I'm pretty sure most anime writers have literally only ever seen children in other anime. Spy Family never needs to over-cutify any of the shit she does because it understands what makes children cute in the first place. She's endearing because she's just so damn earnest. She wants to be praised, so she keeps trying to be helpful, but she's just so fucking bad at it because she's like 4 years old. But we see her try her absolute best, and it's delightful because that's exactly how children really are. And this should go without saying, but I feel like I have to mention that Anya isn't sexualized at all. I know, fucking wild. But when I criticized 86 for this, the weeaboos got so lit up saying I'm the one sexualizing her because I don't want to see any of this shit. Just fucking no, dude. Just no. That time when I played Saya no Uta, that was me sexualizing a really pure moment with a sweet, innocent girl. Yes, it's my fault. I should be in jail. Clearly, you fucking degenerates. Anyway, Anya works because she captures everything interesting about actual children, and it's this realistic ineptitude that really makes her shine, where these brief glimpses of intelligence are smashed to fucking pieces by the enigmatic brain of a 4-year-old. Like this scene where she's drawing on the wall and freaks out when she realizes that this is evidence of her psychic powers. And it is, but it's just so childish that no one would ever make that connection, and the reason this works so well is because rather than saying, haha, 4-year-old cute plus dumb, we can actually completely follow her logic. But what really sells this scene is that even though it's good that Lloyd doesn't understand what's going on, she still feels the need to correct him on what he's looking at.
この猫は可愛いが。犬さん。そうか、すまん。
What makes this so funny and so interesting is that not only is her logic completely realistic and coherent, but it also completely contradicts itself more than once. Let's draw this out. Spies, cool. Dad, spy. Dad, cool. Assassins and stuff. Also cool. Oh no, hide this, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. No, Dad, it's a dog. When we're able to both see how this makes complete sense to her and how this is utterly incomprehensible to everyone else, it's just so relatable, and that's what makes it not just funny, but charming. Whereas, say, in 86, the lolly is either completely capable or completely inept, depending on what they think is cuter in the scene, and mostly it comes out as, wow, look, she can't eat mushrooms, and also she's half naked, ha ha ha, how cute. Again, it's like the writers have literally only ever seen children in anime. Anya, on the other hand, is realistic. She's really, really smart and sweet and mindful, and each of these attributes keeps the others in check completely. What comes out is this extreme duality that only highlights the best parts of little children and makes her arguably the single greatest child character in anime, if not all of fiction ever. And it's this sense of duality that permeates through every character in the show. And this is what I like so much about James Bond movies, see my Moonraker review, only... how do I say this? It does this intentionally. Moonraker is basically the best trashy movie you'll ever see. It's fucking amazing. The Pierce Brosnan ones are definitely more self-aware, but let me just play this clip from my Moonraker review.
And there's a monastery where you open this door, and then there's kung fu monks, and this is literally never mentioned again, don't worry about it. And then he's on another speedboat chase, except this time they have mortar cannons and they're shooting at him. Because obviously this makes all kinds of sense. There's nothing wrong with this. Shut the fuck up. Stop asking so many stupid fucking questions. And oh fuck, James, there's a waterfall careful. How are you gonna get out of this one? Probably that hang glider that's in the speedboat. You know, that one thing that would never actually be in a speedboat? Yeah, that's in the speedboat. Okay.
In Spy Family, it's self-aware of what makes these movies good and bad, and it manages to be kick-ass, funny, have a 10 out of 10 hot waifu, a cute kid, basically everything you would ever want in an anime other than space robot suits, it has. Fucking fantastic. Not that there's really that much competition yet, but this is already an easy contender for Anime of the Year. Take the episode where Lloyd takes Anya to the theme park. It's this insane, over-the-top episode where Lloyd just completely abuses his spy resources to have a fun day with his daughter. You'd think this would be giving his identity away, and it would be if everyone present didn't already know he's a spy, and if Yoru wasn't drunk as fuck. But what's great is that this isn't even the stupidest part. Anya just wanted to go to the amusement park, and they could have just gone to the amusement park. It's a fucking amusement park. She's 4, she would have loved just going to the amusement park. It's a fucking amusement park. It works because it's just so contradictory, yet somehow it contradicts itself so hard that it loops back around and ends up being completely coherent. Take Yoru. So Yoru is on one hand the ideal Bond girl. She's effeminate, incredibly sexy and soft-spoken, but also this deadly assassin, but also she's incredibly inept at the most basic shit, but it's an act, but also not really, but also kind of, but also she's just so goddamn hot. The story understands who she is, and I think this is the important part, doesn't try to deny her femininity or motherliness in order to write a hot assassin into the show. And yet, it still manages to subvert both of these traits completely. Take this clip from episode 7 where Lloyd is trying to teach Anya fractions. Yoru comes up with a perfect visual metaphor for a kid, cookies, but then fucks it up because she's so bloodthirsty, but then actually gets distracted because, you know, Yoru. And also she's really fucking hot. Let's draw this out. Cookies, motherly. Killing, assassin. Yoru, canceling both of these. Waifu puts them back together. Every one of her lines layers at least 3 different sides of her personality, but blends them all together when they each come to the same decision, making her completely consistent yet utterly contradictory at the exact same time. Lloyd is basically the perfect spy, but his relationships with Yoru and Anya, oh my god, I just got that. Their names are Twilight and Night. Okay, sorry. So obviously he keeps lying to both Yoru and Anya, but Anya keeps calling him out on being a chronic liar, which is a horrible character flaw, but she understands that he's a spy, but also she understands that lying is bad, but also spies are fucking cool. So, cool spy. Fake family. Fake family being real family, lying to fake family about being a spy. Lying brings them together to be a real family, but also spy is cool. Lloyd is kind of the most basic character in this regard, but also the easiest to picture this duality. So it's the absolute absurdity of this situation, that he's given this impossible mission, yet he manages to complete it by gathering 3 of the most dangerous people trying to hide their identities from each other, but in doing so, completes the mission he didn't even know he was on. Having a family. Literally every scene of this anime has to have this duality, almost to a fucking fault. Everything both contradicts and supports itself, and it's somehow completely coherent despite being a huge mess, and that's honestly the hallmark of great writing. Like when Lloyd realizes that he would succeed in his mission and be both a better spy and a better father if he stops being so much of a spy and just thinks of himself as a father first and a spy second, and then goes to apologize and finds her passed out trying to study by herself. I was actually starting to tear up at this when she started muttering, which just made me burst out laughing. It's heartwarming, but silly, but serious, but funny, all at the same time. And it's not any of these things individually, but each of them together all at the same time that really makes this anime a masterpiece. So if you enjoy hearing about what really makes anime tick, do me a favor, step on the like button, and consider checking out my last video, Isekai Cop, comparing Ascendance of a Bookworm and ReZero and what really makes a good and bad isekai. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, friends, and I will see you in the next video.